They're coming, Steph.
Sean, how are you today?
How's that?
Good to see you.
I know he's going. No, go move. Go back so it faces the car. You confused me. Steph. Tell him to talk into the microphone. Talk into the microphone.
Thank you all for coming out here today. This is a special day for officers, Reinhardt, all the people involved, the community of Stratford. Just really happy to be here. This process started many, many years ago, before I had gray hair. I think so I want to say that this process, as far as my memory goes back, could have started in 22, but Kathy corrected me that it was actually in 2023 with a couple of phone calls, and from there was some interest from some investors in the neighboring community of Roy City. Also then into some interest here locally in the community with Corey and Bailey Nigel initially, but really everything started with Gavin. And I will say Gavin's been a great asset for the community, advocate for the project, and without her, I don't think that this project would have been her persistence with them throughout the entire process. We ran into roadblocks along the way, and every single time her and I sat down and figured out how to get that roadblock out of the way and continue to move forward. And so with that, I'm going to ask Kathy to come up here and say just a couple of words about how exhausted she is.
Like you said, it's been a long time, but I've had more stuff So we put it on the back burner, and then in May of 2023, Tommy Bogart had given the guy the name and number. He called me. I was on my way back from Midland, and he said, "We're coming to Stratford with the hotel." He said, "Okay." And we started meeting again. 2 years, 10 months, 5 months. Is what it's taken to get to this point. They changed their format, and that's why they called. They went from private ownership to investors, and so that's why we're at this point today. Thank goodness. And they're concentrating on rural cities coming right down Highway 287. If you head back to Colorado, you're going to hit a cobblestone every 50, 60, 80 miles. So anyway, just a few words. There were several others besides the city, the county, the sales tax board, and SCDC that were involved. If we had not had some local people that believed in this project, it would not have gotten done. We need to thank the Wesley Miller family and Bailey and Corey Noggle. They hung in there for nearly 3 years on this project. Another group we need to recognize are the outside investors. You don't realize this, but you've got investors coming in to this hotel from all over the place, not just here. So be sure if you meet them while you're out here, please thank them for having faith in this community. And Jack and Barbara, I went to him and I said I may need a few acres of land, and Jack goes, "How many?" And so we got that done very easily thanks to Jack and Barbara Hale. I saw this as a perfect location. You can see by the traffic, it's going to work. And the last person is Tim. Like he said, we've been going at this, and there'd be days you just shake your head and think you never was going to happen. And he just kept on and on. We appreciate the foresight and the trust he had in Stratford. He kept going at it. He knew it would work. And folks, just thank everybody that's here today, because you've got a lot of people that have a lot of faith in this town. Thank you.
Remember, I owe you $5 for those taxes. You know, all these projects that we work on, a lot of different people, and really, it takes everybody rolling up their sleeves in small communities like this to make anything. With all of the support from the local economic development and the tax board, from the county to the city, and the city council, county commissioners, Jack, the landowner, just everybody here. Really, it took perseverance, and this project's coming together. And so, spent a lot of time talking with the city and the county. The county commissioners had several different meetings, and I've got to say that there's been very good support. And this Jeff Kreckland, county commissioner, to come up and say just a couple of words.
Tim struggled with this. I mean, he just county commissioners. This is going to do wonderful things for Stratford. I know the county's excited about it. I think everybody here is
stories. I said, no, we need to do 3. We need to be able to compete visually against the neighboring town hotels. And a 2-story just isn't going to give us that same visual appeal that you find in the other communities. Tommy said, well, sorry, you can't do it. We don't have a ladder truck, and you're just going to have to stay with 2 stories. And my response was maybe not well received right away, but I said, well, then dang it, just go buy a ladder truck. A couple weeks later, I got a phone call from Tommy and said, "We got the truck, build your dang hotel." Tommy, please, a couple words here.
Most of you know I when I first came here, Debbie, she knew me for I lived in Wichita town. But she's been a lot assistance has paid off. Again, we could not have done this without you. So there's many people that really need to thank and recognize what's happening here today. Being a small community and one of the smallest populated counties in the state of Texas, this is a blessing for our community. Now, too late to say traffic police in that intersection keeps us going. We've seen big strides in economic development in the last year. Katie Haskell coming to the south of town, now Cobblestone coming into Stratford. Those will all help us keep vital in the near future as we look for further economic development adventures. Jeremy, I don't know where you are. Thank you for allowing Cobblestone to build in our community. Thank you for selecting Stratford as your newest hotel location. We appreciate it and all the travelers that will be staying here, staying in your
So the project really involved the city, the county, economic development, the tax board, and really community members. So there's a lot of people that are involved in it and needed to be able to have the project be successful. So short of writing out a check for the full amount, we do also rely on having a friendly banker to be able to support the investors of the project from behind. And that would be Frontier Bank. Peter Page. A little bit of history here. Peter is from Lamar, Colorado. He's very familiar with us. He's been involved in multiple projects as not only a finance bank, but an investor as well. So he sees the benefit and the value from both sides. Peter.
Thanks, Tim. Yeah, we're really excited about this project. We our investors are involved in the Lamar Hotel north of here. And that property is about to have its third birthday. It's been a very successful project. It's been great for the community. We think we'll do the same thing for Stratford. It's going to allow people that stop that would have to go north or south from here. It's going to be a good deal. The Cobblestone name is becoming more known for these small towns, and I think that as people continue to stay at, whether they stay at Lamar, they're going to know what's going to be here. Wherever else they are, it's becoming the place to stay in a small town, and big city quality and little town is another good program. We've done the financing on, I guess this will be our fourth one, and all of them have been successful. I think this one will be the same, so we're excited.
All the people involved, from the municipality to local level, none of it would happen. None of this happens at all without having the investors. And it starts first locally with local investors, and there's several here. And Corey and Bailey kind of started the charge, and they were able to introduce us to a couple of other individuals here locally. But it's, beyond that, beyond the local support, we also needed to lean on some of our very loyal Cobblestone investors from other areas. So there's actually investors from outside the Stratford area in this project, investors representing 5 different states. And so we worked hard to try and build a pool of interested investors together in this project. We worked hard on it, and here we are today. But I can see that without the Wesley Miller family, this project wouldn't happen here locally. And And so I want to recognize Wesley, and please come up and say maybe a couple words.
Thanks, Tim. Probably going to be more than a couple. Tim did take a lot of abuse on this deal, and I dealt him quite a bit. Told him over a year ago, hey, don't let your shirt bill hit your ass till you get it done. I was very serious that day. Because as time dragged on, things were getting weak. Thank you, Cobblestone, for having a business plan that fits this type of area. And I think our location, it should be a great investment, plus a great contribution to the area. It was really a great pleasure to support the project. But a little history. Shortly after moving here in '79, I tried to get a loan from a local bank. Left, finding out that I was feed yard trash. Within a few years, we purchased 10 acres right south of here. We put a house on it, $12,000 down. So we charged them the rest of it. At that time, we were ready to out of level. We came within a few days losing the money because I could not secure financing due to my location. But eventually we got it done. But I share the story to encourage entrepreneurs, you know, don't give up. 35 years later, I bought the banker's house and paid cash for it. I hope that this hotel brings new foot traffic to our small town, business, and creates opportunity for all the community. I'm proud to be an investor and excited for the positive impact for many years to come. Too often, Stratford has fallen short because we resist change and newcomers. An abatement is a tool for rural communities that must be used in order to attract business in our community or it will die. Urban areas do not have the same struggle because business brings business. Rural communities must be more aggressive. While the city and county provided tax abatements, 3 other taxing entities will receive 100% of all the new taxable value they would not have got without this project. In addition, the city and ECBC will receive 2% sales tax on hotel activities and stadiums. Again, no revenue to Stratford. I want to thank the city and the county for these helpful project here. And the Cobblestone franchise and the fellow investors. I want to say thank you. While the level of local business was disappointing, I appreciate your commitment to seeing this project through. This location has tremendous potential and will serve our community well, enhancing the future growth.
Thank you. Wesley pointed out the tax benefits to the community, both the county, the city, and all the other tax entities, and that's all very beneficial. But really, the hotel should help indirectly all the businesses up and down Main Street, support the local community and the residents, giving them an opportunity to have their friends and family come and stay maybe a little bit longer and have comfort in where they're staying, and hopefully they'll be willing to stay maybe instead of just for a day, maybe they'll spend a weekend or better in the community. The location here was always pretty exciting to me. I'm from Wisconsin. We don't do much rodeo work, and you know, in the last couple of projects I've been working on, I've been kind of tied to some rodeos. And one of the things that really excites me about this location, Jack, is not only the horse corral that you have here, the hotel, but it's a rodeo arena. And back side of this building, backing right up to the rodeo arena, the second and the third floor rooms should be just like stadium seating. It should be clubhouse seating for the rodeo. So bring on the rodeo, and hopefully it's going to be a good season, and we can have the hotel full all the time, not just for the rodeo. So I mentioned that we had the local support, but then we also had support from outside the community. And without all of the outside investors, this wouldn't happen as well. And we do have one here with us today, Terry Jessen. Terry's been involved in 5 or 6 cobblestone hotel projects with us. Very willing to look at projects with us as a partner, and we're excited to have him here. And without Terry, this wouldn't be going. Every investor was very important. Terry, if I can get you up here. Thank you for being part of this.
Good morning. Appreciate everyone being here. I've been to other cobblestone groundbreakings. I've never seen so many people show up. And I'm talking to a couple of people from the community. The one individual is from Boise City, and he just came here. He just wanted to be here, and we appreciate all that support. So Stratford kind of reminds me of what do you have today, and what can you have tomorrow. I built one hotel in Nebraska, hotels in Nebraska, or in several states, and decreased that. But in the one town that I built in, prior to us building there, if people had company coming, they said, do not stay in our town. Go 40 miles away and stay in a bigger town that has motels and has someplace that we'd be comfortable telling you to stay. That's what's going to happen here. So you need the community support at every level to tell, after we're open, to tell their friends when they come here. Now we have something that we're proud of. Now you can say, locally you can say Stratford. So 2 ideas I have, spur of the moment ideas, how to make this successful. It will be successful. So the first idea you may laugh at. You got the traffic right here. If they put in a stoplight right here, stop all the traffic coming. And then if we had control of that stoplight, let them pass by in the daytime. But when it's the right time and you got rooms available, put the red light on. Don't flag them in. My grandfather did a small gas station, and when he did the gas station, he hired kids. They'd come in his little office, and their interview was, how loud can you yell? They were given a flag, and they stood out in the street. They didn't let anybody drive by. Everybody drove through the gas station, and they wanted to because they got a free ice cream cone, and they got cheap gas that day. We don't have to give away ice cream cones or have cheap gas, but having the quality product here that Cobblestone provides, people will stay here. The other idea, how to fill the motel. You all have an assignment, each and every one of you. You need to bring one room in at least every week from the time the motel's here. And how many rooms would that be? That's 50 rooms a week that wouldn't otherwise be here. So basically the message behind that is promotion. Showing pride in what your community now has when it's open, and the excitement of it's going to open, and support in those kind of ways. That support is huge. Whether you're a business and you have someone coming in business related or family, or inviting people to come here. Hey, come down and visit. You're not staying at our house, but you're staying here. I think that's about it. But I'm a farm background. I'm a Nebraska native, but happy to be here.
Terry's just one of several outside investors. So that really is getting to the point here where I have only one more person to bring up here, and that is Jeremy Griesbach, Cobblestone Hotels, Brymark Builders.
So walking in here today, I saw Terry. He was the first person I saw. Said hi. It was great seeing Terry. I always wonder why I like Terry so much. When he comes up here with his dumb ideas, like, I've got a lot of dumb ideas. If you don't believe me, my stuff with Josie, they'll back me up with my dumb ideas. And then the other thing I was thinking of standing up here is, boy, I just hit 15 years of doing this about a month ago, and Tim's been here. about 6 months less than me. And when Tim and I started, we were both skinny and had hair. Well, this son of a gun still had hair, or still has hair. Anyhow, that's where we're at in Stratford, Texas today. What an exciting day today. The turnout is great. Chamber of Commerce weather. I was complaining about the no sunshine. They're like, it would be hot. So don't ask me. So thank you for the great weather. We do appreciate it. As Tim has mentioned, the traffic on this road is great. It'll be a great thing for us. So I'm excited to talk over it. This is location number 5 in Texas for us, and Tim and Jesse from our development team are working on more projects in Texas. So hopefully we'll have another groundbreaking here in Texas before the end of the year. So we're excited to expand in the Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado area here and along this line. So on behalf of all of our employees at Cobblestone Hotels, Brymark Builders, and Slate Hospitality Group, we are very excited. We are now up to 157 locations open or under construction, over 7,700 hotel rooms in the range. So a company that started in 2008 and is going on year 18 now. We're very excited to keep bringing big city quality and small town values with our Cobblestone brand. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. This doesn't happen without you guys. I appreciate you. And you're believing not only in Stratford, but also in Cobblestone. To all the investors, thank you guys very much. Your patience, Wesley, and your whole family, and all the other investors. This isn't easy. If it was easy, smart people would do development. Tim and I wouldn't have jobs. So, you just got to keep pounding your head against the wall, and this perseverance pays off. Sooner or later, we get something done. So, thank you all very much for believing in Stratford and in us. Everybody in the city, with all your help, thank you very much. We look forward to working with you guys for a long time. Everybody in the county, helping with the incentives also. Again, it takes a whole community to put this together. So, we're very excited to do that. And with that, we're going to get to the point where we're going to push some ceremonial dirt. But I know Tim has one thing that he wanted to do yet, so I'm going to hand it back over to Tim, and then we'll push some dirt. So thank you all very much. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Jeremy. I was expecting a little bit more. Thanks, Jeremy. Before we start digging the trenches here for our footings, I just want to give away this commemorative shovel here to Wesley Miller. And again, Wesley, without your support, without your push, sometimes a little boot in the backside, goes a long ways. Appreciate it very much. Commitment never wavered, and here we are today. Thank you. Wait, if we can get County Commissioner, Alicia, Judge, Tommy, Mayor, Joe, Peter, Brady, either one, Surrogate, Bailey, Marie. That wants to be part of the ceremonial ground. Where's Kathy? Kathy's up here already. Well, with that, we'll do our
We got one. We got a shovel without somebody on it.